Oh, hello, darling. This is your Bubbeh Clara. This is a message for all you wonderful young men and women who are in college or university. You are living in monumental times. And living in monumental times is challenging. Maybe you just come to study and instead you see and hear all kinds of things you would not have been exposed to just a few years ago. But when we live in monumental times, you have a monumental mission. What perspective are you going to take? How are you going to behave? Will you stand up for justice? What will you do when your fellow classmates are being bullied and ostracized and attacked? You have to think very careful. What side of history do you want to be on? I understand. It is very difficult these days because so many people around you, including the media and including the administration of your university, they are distorting the truth. And there is so much propaganda. Literally, today they tell you good is evil and evil is good. So it's really hard to know, you know? But don't worry, I will explain this unbelievable reality, but we'll get to a different video. For now, I will give you a few tips. Okay, number one. If there are people yelling and screaming in the streets and they are advocating for the murder of anyone, that means they are the bad guys. And if they are calling for genocide, this means if they want to obliterate an entire nation or an entire country, then they are the ones who support genocide. And if they tell you they want genocide, then leave them. They support people committing genocide. Number two, if you see people covering their faces on the street, you can imagine that they have a reason not to want to expose their faces. Ask yourself, why don't they want to reveal their faces? Probably they are bad guys. If there are students calling for justice and they are yelling and screaming about another country, but they are also burning the American flag, or calling for the end of America, land of the free, your land of the free. So they mean you. Are they the people you want to support? Not only can you not support them, but you cannot afford to remain silent. You know, I understand there is a lot of peer pressure in college, but you must not bury your hands in the sands. You know, because this is not a war for Palestine, and this isn't a war against Israel. This is a microcosm of what they want for the entire world. And they don't hide this. So if they say that they want jihad or intifada or Sharia law, and you don't know what that means, look it up. And look up what their ideology is. You must educate yourself. It's not high school anymore. This is college. You are adults. And whatever you do will affect the future. Peer pressure works in all directions. Once enough of your friends see you rise to the occasion, more of them will come on board. And the way you stand up for justice together will affect the course of history and the history of your children. You know, there is so much good in this beautiful, beautiful world. And this is the time that can be the turning point. When the world can tip over to the side of good and people are beginning to open their eyes. And they are starting to see the evil that exists before you. And you are going to be a grandmother or a grandfather. Hopefully, by that time, there will be peace and harmony, God willing. And you will be able to tell your children that you were a part of creating it. and not the opposite. So I don't want to pressure you, but really, the future of humanity depends on you. This is your Bubbeh Clara reminding you. Use your head, follow your heart, and do what is right. I love you.